Hi guys, Tech James here. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to install the NoNpDrm plugin on your PS Vita so you can play PS Vita backup games. So if you guys are interested, what you want to do is open up Vita Shell. Make sure you're just on the main menu and then press select, and then connect your PS Vita to your PC using a USB cable like me, or you can do the FTP server. So if you guys don't know how to change those settings, you basically press start and you can change the USB select button from USB to FTP. So I'm going to do it in USB anyway because I just think that's a massive advantage over the FTP. So go and connect it to your PC and I'll show you guys what to do next. Right guys, so I'm on my PC now and my PS Vita is connected in USB mode. So you want to go to the link in the description and you want to get the NoNpDrm plugin. So it's a SKPRX file, so all you want to do is click it and then it will begin downloading. It's a very small file, so it will download in about a second. Once it's finished downloading, just head over to your PC's downloads folder. Right guys, so I've got two files in here. Obviously I've got the plugin I just got downloaded, and then I've also got the game. Because it's a game we want to run on NoNpDrm, it's kind of in a different format. It's not in the VPK format, so let me just show you. So if I right click and select extract here, it's going to come out like this, but let me just find it. So it's going to be in an apps folder, so I'll just drag that to my downloads. And then inside of the apps folder, this is the type of game format, so it has some kind of unique code like this. And then if you go inside, it will look like this. It have a data folder with all the files in. It'll have an eboot.bin file in. So I'm just going to drag this out to my downloads folder real quick and just delete these files that I no longer need. So yeah, it's going to look just like that. And basically guys, so go on your PS Vita. I'm just going to enable hidden files just so I can see everything on there. If you guys haven't done this, you can just follow along what I'm doing right now. So there you go, this is all the files. Now the files we will be looking at for this video is the TAI folder, TAI folder, and the app folder. So the first thing you want to do is just copy this file right here to the apps folder. If it doesn't display, just right click copy, go onto your PS Vita, go onto app, and then simply right click and paste it in here. So I'm just going to wait for that to copy across, and while that is copying across, I'm just going to get the plugin right here, right click that, copy, then go back to your PS Vita, and we're going to put that in the TAI folder, so right click and paste. So there you go, two files copying across. Obviously the game is going to take a lot longer, so I'm just going to wait for that to finish right now. I got Angry Birds probably because it's the smallest game and I don't want to waste your guys' time, so I can just show you how to do this super fast in this video. Also, the last video I did, the PGKj video, this will fix any issues we've had like that where the PS Vita games aren't loading. The reason I did the PGKj video first was because it was just worked better that way and a lot of people wanted to see it. But anyway guys, so once you've copied these files across, I'm now just going to disable hidden files because sometimes, you know, you might delete something by accident. But now you can go back onto your PS Vita and I will show you guys what to do next. Right guys, so once you're back on your PS Vita, make sure you follow what I do very carefully. So if you still got this message displayed from when you connected it to your PC, just press circle on it. Right guys, so if you use SD to Vita, you will need to use the UR0 folder. If you use just a normal micro SD card like me right now, you will use the UX0 folder. So I'm just going to press X to go into the folder. Now you want to scroll down and you're looking for that TAI folder that we put the plugin in. So it's this one right here, just press X to open it. You're then going to find the plugin in here and the config.txt. So what you want to do is press X on the config.txt. It's then going to bring up this kind of menu, and what you want to do guys, hopefully you can see it, but what you want to do is scroll down to where it says kernel and press right on the D-pad. This is going to put a new line of text underneath it. Then go to the new line of text, it should be text 4, and press X on it. So this is exactly what you're going to type in. So if you made a mistake, I actually missed out the R right there, so make sure you don't forget that. But if you make a mistake, you can just click on certain parts and then you can edit different parts. So just make sure it's exactly the same as that, so UX0 or UR0 depending on what kind of SD card you use, TAI/NoNpDrm.skprx, then you want to just tap this little option down here, the arrow, and then it will look exactly like that. From here you can just press circle just to go back. It's going to say, do you want to save? You need to click X for yes, and then it will go back, so then you can just go back again. Right guys, so once you're back at the main menu, what you want to do is just press the start button. It's going to come up with this mini options menu. What you want to do is you want to scroll down to reboot and press X. What this is going to do is reboot your PlayStation Vita. Now you can just go onto it again and scroll all the way down. So we will need to run the h-encore update again, so go into that. Just press yes. Okay, so once you're in it, you just need to do install Henkaku. So if you're on 3.67 or 3.68 like me, you will have to do this every time you power it off fully. So let me just do that, installing. Success, now exit. Now let's just try Vita Shell. Now you can press triangle and refresh live area. So it's going to say refreshed 1 items, or if you added more games, then it will say, you know, refreshed how many games you got. So once you've done that, now you can press the PS Vita's home button, completely close that, and your your game will display right here. So as you can see, I got the Angry Birds game, so let me just press X on it, then start, and the game loads up and you can play it. So this is how you add that kind of style PS Vita games. I'm not really sure what type of game you'd call it, because it's definitely not a VPK. I guess it's the NoNpDrm type. But if you guys tried installing them on my PGKj tutorial and it didn't work, that's probably because you didn't have this plugin installed. So that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.